While working the 6 different videos and working out math problems, I picked 3 that I really was intrigued by and really wish like I would have learned growing up and while I was learning math in elementary. So the first one I picked was partial products multiplication. And I had my children, my 2 sons, I told them each to pick a 2-digit number, and the numbers they came up with were 57 and 39. So first I took and made 57 into 50 plus 7, and then 39 into 30 plus 9. And then I wrote out my math here where 50 times 30 equals 1500, 50 times 9 equals 450, 30 times 7 equals 210, and 9 times 7 equals 63. Then I added them all up to get 2,223. I really liked this instead of, like the way I learned math was what you do the first row, you take the 9 times 7 to equal 63, and you put a 6 up here, then you do 9 times 5, and all that, and then you add a 0 down on this row when you start to do the 3 times 7 and the 3 times 5. And, but I never learned why you put a 0 there. It was something you had to remember too, and so I kind of like how this is, because it's something you could just, you do and you learn why you do it, because you broke these up into more manageable problems, and so I really liked this way. I wish I would have learned it as a child. I also like that eventually I wouldn't have to write these all out on this side. I could just know to do that 57 would be 50 plus 7, and to do 50 times 9, 50 times 30, and then put those here, and then to do 30 times 7 and 9 times 7, like right here, and like it would be even less work than writing even these out or writing all this out. You could just eventually have this in your head that that's how you do it. I really liked how this way of doing multiplication for 2-digit numbers. Next, I liked the division on a number line, because like the video stated, oh no. Sorry about that. Like the video stated, for division on a number line, you don't really know what it means to divide 148 divided by 9 or any numbers. Like I like how this showed, it's how many times 9 goes into 148, and like you see how you gradually get to. I really liked how this how you're taught why you get that answer and what division is about. So first I took and went 9 times 10 to get 90. Then I took 9 times 5 to get 45, and 90 plus 45 equals 135. Then I knew that since 135 to 148 is only 13, I would only be able to do 9 times 1 to get, and then 9 plus 135 equals 144. And then if I tried to add 9 more, it would get to 153, which is too far, so then I knew that my remainder would be 4. So then I took 10 plus 5 plus 1 over here to equal 16 with a remainder of 4. And last, I think by far my favorite, and my 12-year-old son really liked this and said he's a little worried that it's too late to use this, which I told him it would not be, because now he knows it, but he wishes he would have learned to do multiplication with like this, and thought it was very cool and very fun kind of to write out even, was to do lattice multiplication. And I had my 9-year-old give me 2 numbers, and he picked 68 times 52. So first I did 8 times 5 equals 40. 8 times 2 equals 16, which I put into the corresponding boxes where they meet each other. And then 6 times 5 equals 30, and 6 times 2 equals 12. Then you go across these diagonals and add them up, and so you have 6 here, and then you have 1 plus 2 equals 3, 4 plus 1 equals 5, and then this one is 3. And then this is your answer, or is your product, your answer, 3,536. I really enjoyed doing all these, and I'm really excited to use these someday in my own classroom with my own students that I get to teach.